Class is in session. This is Professor Ganymede. In this video, we're going to do a VOD review for one of my Patreon donors, my newest Patreon donors, John Bow. He has a little Lucio gameplay, so we're going to review it for him right now, and probably going to post it later on today because he basically he asked me to do it yesterday, and I always go out of my way for my Patreon donors because you know, they really help me out. But also, I want to introduce. I got something else I need to introduce to you guys. I finally got it in the mail. It's been coming for a while. Hiya! You guys see that? Look at it. Look at it. Do you see? All right, let me spread it out. You see that? Yeah. That's my let me see. Yeah. So this is my throw. This is a little wall mural thing that will be added to the background. So I'm doing that right now, actually. Look at it. That's awesome. All right. That's pretty cool, actually. I get to look at that every day as I wake up. Look at that. A little stitch right next to it, you know, in the background. Tape is probably gonna fall off, but maybe I'll get something real to hold it up there. Man. Alright. The official Disney stream Overwatch. Yep, alright. This is the official Disney stream. So I'm always gonna be like over here. So you guys can just always see that. Alright, so alright. So, set up that. That is going to be awesome. I mean, that's on my bed, so I'm going to pretty much be waking up to that every day. But, let's go ahead and, alright, let's see where they're going to start. Alright, they're starting here. Alright, this isn't a bad spot. Yep, doing the damages, so I like to see. Throwing out the damages. And the reason, you know, we want to throw out the damages because after the ultimate change and after the change to Lucio's heal, the heal nerf, damage is really very important because that's the best way that we gain our ultimate. How did he get knocked down? Oh, he wanted to go. I think he made it jumped out so he can go try to heal that Genji, but that Genji was way out of position. This guy is super aggro. Is that? Where is the rest of the enemy team? Okay, he's going, he's playing with fire. Ooh, he got out. Yeah, so, he was playing with fire a little bit there. There we go. I went to pause on the enemy competition. So we see that they have a Bastion. They have a Reinhardt, and they have a Genji, a Diva. So this team comp of the enemy isn't very threatening to Lucio. So, you know, they don't have like a hit scan character that's easy to hit Lucio. They don't have like Lucio's his biggest threat. They don't have a Roadhog. That's a big thing. So you can actually play a little bit more aggressively. You could actually go down there and harass that Reinhardt, get him behind the shield and shoot him in the back of the head. You can do that, but you know, again, it's risky. So, you know, he did that, and then Reinhardt turned around. Pretty much as soon as Reinhardt turned around to start swinging him, he needed to knock him back and then just get distance on Reinhardt. But also you need to pay attention to, you know, your surroundings. That's the risky part of this. You're paying attention to like every direction at once, because if you're shooting at Reinhardt and you're on the ground, you're not looking behind you either. So he retreated, which was good. Like if he did that harassment on Reinhardt and then got out alive, that'd have been really good. But he retreated into the enemy's spawn. That is, you know, if you're gonna do that, you want to have a very solid black plan. You want to be able to retreat, you know, back towards your team. Ideally, definitely not towards the enemy team. So what I liked him to have done there was harass Reinhardt in the back a little bit. If you really want to. I don't know if I'd harass him in the back. I'd probably play a lot safer. But if you really wanted to do that, harass him in the back, angle yourself so that when Reinhardt's turn around to swing you, you can knock him back and then retreat back to your team. the downfall here wasn't that you were harassing; it was that your retreat plan could have been better. But good harass in the first place. You got to get a lot of good harass. The thing about Reinhardt is that he's so stationary. Like he's so stationary because of his shield, and he's so short range that you can actually force him to drop his shield, which is really good. That's something that Lucio can do. Force him to drop his shield by just shooting him in the back or something like that, or shooting at his shield, or force him to raise his shield when he want to swing his shield. There we go. So that Reinhardt, yeah, that Reinhardt was way overextended. He's definitely the right move to go chase him down and hunt and kill him. You know, and also your team was keeping track of the payload. You have really good movement here. So he's going super aggro again. This is actually really dangerous. Okay, so I said this is actually really dangerous. I mean, he wanted to stop the payload. I mean, obviously, but you know why it's dangerous? They have a Roadhog and a McCree and a soldier. Hit scan characters. Like, it's really hard to do that much work against a hit scan character. His team, you kind of have to. You kind of have to work with a little bit more with your team. You know, I know you're trying to carry, and this is kind of like what I see. You know, DSP Stanky playing. You know, where he's playing this hyper aggressive play style. But it takes a lot of mechanical skill and game awareness to make it really work reliably. Even DPS Stanky, he dies a lot when he tries to do this. So it takes a little awareness. You don't want to die. First of all, you don't want to die. Now you died on the point, which was, you know, it's better than nothing. It's fine that you died on the point. But you want to try to work with your team a little bit better than that. All right, so we get the ultimate. Let's see. Was this a good ultimate? Save the few people's lives. Is it gonna make him win the fight? Boom. Oh, that was a good mercy ult. So he saved that was a decent ult because he saved a few people's lives. Though that mercy ult was really what won in the game. Oh, is he gonna go hunt down the McCree? Yep, he's gonna go hunt down McCree. Yeah, outnumbered. There you go. I like to see that. They'll use the speed buff to go hunt down a straggler. Okay. Okay, where's he gonna be now? Okay, so he's right now he's down here on the ground. This is actually a really hard area to actually elevate because, you know, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of elevation, but there actually is. Right behind you, up on this little bridge, you could actually shoot down on this exactly where you're shooting now. You can shoot from elevation. And then if you need to, you can drop down at any time. So I've actually found that getting up here and shooting down from up here is actually way better than being on the ground, because then no chance of you getting picked off by, like, you know, Reinhardt Earth Shatter, which is something you're gonna have to worry about very soon. The enemy Reinhardt should have his Earth Shatter by now, which means you need to be in a position to dodge that shit, because it's coming. It's coming. Uh oh, the Roadhog hook. Man, I'd be so scared if I was seeing face to face with a Roadhog. Yeah, there goes the hook. There goes the hook. Alright, he's pulling back. He's in the back here. Oh yeah, they're just kind of running a rough shot over your team. Yep, so forcing Reinhardt to put up his shield by shooting at him. That's always good. This is really dangerous. Okay, nice. He dodged the hook. Okay, he dodged the hook. Good. But he's just kind of shooting down damage. But you can't... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I knew that Reinhardt had his ultimate by now. Here's the thing. We don't want to die there, because we weren't accomplishing anything. Only way I'd say the being there would be a good death is if you jumped on the payload and you stalled it for a little while. But even then, I mean, the enemy team had it. Like, they were going to take the payload, so there's no real point to trying to stall it, because they have such huge threat. Like, there's a Reinhardt there, there's a Roadhog there, and I mean, that's enough. That's enough to where you can't really be on that payload for anything longer than like 2 seconds without getting killed. Like, it's just that you're just gonna die. So all this time you're spending being dead is this time you could be getting your ultimate. If you're 81%, you could be closer to having your ultimate, if not already have it, if you were still in the fight. And that comes with being aware that, first of all, that Reinhardt having Earth Shatter. So I've started keeping track of the enemy's cooldowns. I mean, like really actively keeping track of the enemy cooldown. So, you know, I have this process where I practice, but actively keeping track of the enemy's cooldown so I can know not to die to them, to position myself in a way to, especially if I have sound barrier, I would position myself in a way to where I can actually use my sound barrier in reaction to Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. There's the pen. There's the pen. That's always pretty. That's always lame. Get that pen on the ground, and that's just the consequence of doing damage. You kind of have to have reflexes in that situation, or be in a different spot. But I want to analyze this sound barrier and see why he did this. So I'm just gonna be silent and listen.
Oh, let's break it. Damn! Let's get you healed up.
Okay. So basically, there it is. So basically, he heard the enemy Lucio drop the beat, and then he, in response, dropped the beat himself. I'm not sure how much I like that, because Lucio's ultimate is, first of all, it takes a long time to get, because especially after the nerf, which means every time you use your ultimate, you want to get a huge amount of value out of that ultimate. I'm not sure that ultimate was actually necessary, but hey, you know, they won the fight. They kept them from pushing the payload, so it may have been worth it. What I like to do is I like to only use my ultimate when I know it's needed, absolutely needed. Yeah, I'm not sure that was needed to win that fight. You might have won that fight regardless, but maybe you wouldn't have. Maybe that ultimate was something you needed to win that fight. Just keep that in mind. That try not to use your ultimate when you think your team's gonna win the fight anyway. Though I'm not saying that was the case here. Though it could have been a factor. Get that soldier over there. I like to see you kind of zone controlling that soldier with your knockback. Oh, good knockback on that Reinhardt. I like to see that. That's a big benefit of Lucio, is his ability to knock people back and kind of control an area. Especially Reinhardt. Because Reinhardt needs to be close to people in order to do the damages, in order to get the most out of his character. Get that heals. Oh, nice. He dodged the hook again. I like to see him dodging all these hooks. Okay. There it is. Yeah. Okay. That ultimate was definitely an ultimate he didn't need. So that was just definitively no fit. I think he only got like one person with it. He did it in reaction to the Roadhog ultimate, which your sound barrier isn't really gonna help much against. I mean, Roadhog's ultimate, it does damage, but it's mostly a knockback. What you want to save your ultimate for is like that Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. Like the Earth Shatter is what you save that ultimate for, because your sound barrier is so good against it. Or what you do is actually you check your team for ultimates that they have, like your Genji specifically, and use your sound barrier. Almost you try like use your sound barrier in combination with Genji's Dragon Blade. Oh. Or Soldier. Yeah, Soldier, using that against a Soldier ultimate would also be a good use of the sound barrier, because again, it's another one of those ultimates that Lucio sound barrier is actually really effective against. You want to get like you've used what, 3 ultimates this game. Every time you use an ultimate, basically you just want to win the fight. It's so important now. Like after the nerfs to the ultimate charge, man, ultimates charge so slowly. It's the struggles. But you're doing pretty good this game. You're avoiding a lot of narrow deaths. I feel like this Roadhog is just like, I don't know why that Roadhog is missing. Like if I was me, he'd be hitting me every time. It's really dangerous. Like if against a good Roadhog, you really learn to respect that hook and not being hit line of sight. Oh wow, like you dodged that Earth Shatter. That was really good. You're just far enough away to not be hit by the Earth Shatter. That was good. I like your positioning here. I actually really like your positioning there. The enemy team just kind of bum rushed you, but you had really good positioning in that last game right there. You were just far enough away to dodge that Earth Shatter. I'm not sure whether or not you knew exactly the distance or it's kind of like instinct, but you have really good positioning. I like to see that. The use of the ultimates is what I'd focus, put a little more focus on, and also being a little bit more aware of the enemy cooldowns. So being a little bit more aware of Earth Shatter, back of my face, being a little bit more aware of Earth Shatter, being a little bit more aware of Roadhog hooks, and also the fact that a Reinhardt can use his charge, because that's mostly what you die to. You actually mostly die to the Reinhardt. So yeah, so just thinking a little bit more about that and how you could prevent those things from happening in the future, prevent your deaths to Reinhardt and Roadhog. That really help you out and allow you to gain more ultimate charge because you'll be alive longer and stuff like the good stuff like that. So John Bow, thanks for submitting that gameplay. I will have this out probably today. Yeah, I'll probably have that out today. I'll just edit it, put it up. Hopefully that helped you. This has been Professor Ganymede. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.